Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cancellable Podcast. My name is Bardia. I'm here with Kurosh.
Hey everyone.
And Faisal.
Hey guys.
And welcome to the new studio. We obviously moved.
Yay.
What the fuck's so negative?
And
We're three guys sitting in a house just shouting, "Hey!" Like, what the fuck do you want?
We
from
do
me?
that without cameras, bro. We're just sitting
Hey
in the...
man, that's private.
No, but if you think about it, like we speak in...
Listen, if they saw you with your pants down, they would clap too.
whoa. No.
Thank you.
Hope you guys like the new setup. If you don't, this is our new setup. This is pretty much it. Like, and
Unsubscribe. Like,
fuck, no. Hope you like it.
No,
Anyway,
I think the setup's pretty good. Like from what I can see, it doesn't look bad.
it's okay.
The setups from the backgrounds are clean.
It's only comment I have about it is that when you look through the edits, when you actually look at it, when I talk and then Kurish responds to it seems like I'm from hell talking and he's from heaven because it's like light in the background and there's a fire burning in my background.
No, but that's actually a really good theme. Like, you know, if you
I don't
had...
think I should be the guy for the heaven part.
I don't think either of us would be on that side.
You want to change seats? Like,
yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm clearly the one who also is...
you're definitely more heavenly.
Bro,
than the
you have
two
to
of us.
understand that all of us are going to hell. Like, if there is a bet, we're all three on the same flight.
That'll be a fun flight. I'm not sitting beside you though. Not in the
That's
next
the part of the experience.
Oh, that's bad.
That's how you know you're going to hell.
Fuck. Well, I've been there already then.
You didn't say that last night.
Jesus. Oh.
But yeah, so we have a new studio, and you know,
Apparently we're more gay in here.
actually, you literally just said, yeah, with your pants down, no one would clap.
Just applauding my friend, man. It
So,
doesn't
yeah,
have to
we're
be.
back, you were saying.
Yeah, so we're back in the new studio, and you know, we this is our permanent home. Looking at the
Hopefully, yeah.
Kurosh, unless he gets kicked out. So this is the permanent home we have, and we plan on shooting a lot of episodes here, getting guests in the future, and I think that it's been a minute. It's been a minute, and there's been a lot of transition that's going on, and we're looking forward to shooting new episodes, and want to hear some random shit.
Yes.
So last night I was just scrolling on TikTok, which is brain rot, right?
Okay.
Did you know that someone was killed by a leopard seal?
A leopard seal?
A leopard seal.
Wait,
Do you know what
are
leopard
those
seal
the
is?
ones
Yeah, I know
in,
what it is, but-
the
Jumeirah? Yes.
yeah. No, the what do you call it?
Antarctica.
Antarctica?
Yeah.
They're fucking scary as shit, bro. Like I remember the cartoon Happy
Happy Feet? Yes.
Happy Feet?
Yeah.
Remember how they look like?
Bro,
Yeah.
They were like what? Like polar bears look cute compared to that motherfuckers. Like
Bro,
legit.
They're assholes, man.
bro,
They look disgusting. Like,
bro, imagine. So I was watching this. So TikTok has these like horror videos or like weird encounters that happen, and there's like 4 or 5 parts of it. It really glues you in, yeah.
Yeah.
So in Antarctica, there's a British Academy for Scientific Research.
Okay.
And what they do is that usually they go snorkeling in the Antarctic. So because there's some parts of the Antarctic that are pretty shallow.
Okay.
Right. And there were 2 researchers. One of them, her name was Kirsty or something like that. She was the person who became a victim. And a leopard seal can be up to 14 to 15 feet.
Jesus.
Yeah. And so if you see a seal, it's like they call them the dogs of the ocean because they're playful, all this stuff. A leopard seal is like a wolf. So it eats penguins and it's a carnivore, right? And it has like a huge row of teeth.
Yeah.
And in water, it can go up to like 25 knots or something, 25 kilometers.
Jesus,
Yeah,
that's fast
knots,
as
maybe
shit.
not. So it's fast as fuck.
Yeah.
Outside of the water, it looks like it's struggling to survive.
Yeah.
But in the water, it's like a speed demon. So anyway, these 2 researchers were conducting, let's say, like tests on how animal life responds to global warming. So when icebergs break off and go into the water, what happens to the plant life that's there? And a lot of what happened is that
throw a heater into the fucking let's see what barbecue. Shit! I guess
look at these beautiful animals. Heat it up. Just
deep fried.
yeah, but so the thing is that one of the so they've known previous to this accident or let's say murder that if you see a leopard seal, you're not supposed to go in the water. Although there has never been a case of a recorded death from a leopard seal, right? They still aren't allowed to swim if there's a leopard seal in the area.
Just in case.
Yeah, just in case. So imagine, man, they were swimming and they were like 25 feet apart. And it was pretty relaxing and stuff. And then the person who was not attacked just sees that she's being stalked by something, like a black shadow in the Antarctic water.
Right.
Yeah, don't be racist. Don't be racist, yeah? So imagine this leopard seal attacks her, bro, and grabs her leg and drags her 75 meters to the bottom. Jeez. So imagine at a certain speed, the guy's watching it happen. And you know what he decides to do? To swim towards it.
Why?
Yeah, and the thing is that she was only, I think, 5 feet.
They're
5 feet
snorkeling,
6.
right? They're snorkeling.
Yeah, snorkeling. So
So
imagine.
he decided with no equipment to swim down.
So
75.
he's swimming to the area where it happened. He's trying to go down to get her.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wants to make sure she's dead.
No, so imagine, man, like it grabs her and it brings her down, and then she comes up again for her breath, and then it pulls her down again.
Beautiful.
And they checked for like 10 minutes they couldn't find her, and like I think 15 meters away or something like that, the leopard seal is just holding her body on the top of the surface, and they think it's eating her.
Okay.
So they bring a speedboat because the people on land have seen what's going on.
Right.
You know, so they're coming. And they hit the leopard seal, and the leopard seal finally lets go. Right? They tried to resuscitate her in the water, but she's been underwater and she's been really deep down for more than 10 minutes. But because of the cold water, they think that maybe, you know, the damage to the brain would slow down because it's chilled water.
Okay.
So they try resuscitating her, and then they have her dive suit has there's like an analytical device that shows how deep she's gone.
Okay.
Bro,
Like a
apparently she
gauge
went.
thing.
Bro, it dragged her down to 100 meters.
Yeah, she ain't coming back from that.
Yeah, no, and they tried to resuscitating her for an hour, and yeah, I mean
let the woman
she's
die in
done,
peace, man.
but yeah, man. The guy who watched it happen said she was like a rag doll. It was just throwing her around, and it was like set on just killing her. It didn't eat her. It just
Territory shit.
yeah.
maybe?
And then at the end they show you a photo of a leopard seal. Bro, it looks terrifying. Like I would you ever think that you're scared of a seal?
Bro,
Not a
anything
seal,
in the
but-
water, man. I don't care if it's fucking jellyfish. I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, jellyfishes. I mean,
I
but
don't-
like, do you ever think of a jellyfish dragging you down? And can you imagine what was going through her head?
Not much, probably.
I'll
Just
tell
more
you.
like
But man, I was just thinking about it, and I'm like, how unfortunate are you? The one and only kill of a leopard seal.
I mean, the only one recorded. There's probably a bunch of people who went alone or went two people, and neither of them came back. They're like, we don't know what happened.
fuck.
Yeah, I don't think it's the
I'm
only
waiting until killer whales kill someone. Apparently, there's never been a reported.
No, they
Like
don't.
no, but like crushing them at SeaWorld and stuff like that. That's something else.
Yeah,
Or dragon, but like
in the wild.
in the wild.
Yeah, I don't think there has been a recorded.
But now killer whales are starting to target boats.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about this.
Yeah. It was a few months ago. There was a few boats in a row that they were getting attacked.
Yeah, they were like disabling it. They were targeting the engine.
There was,
With a wrench.
It's like a special agent. What's that whale doing?
one of the theories was, if I remember correct, I don't know if I'm bullshitting or I heard this somewhere, but I think the sonar from the ships were fucking with the sonar that the killer whales have, and they think one of the theories is that that's what is like agitating them.
So, from what I read, that's very true. A lot of the beaching of whales is because of the military sonars they put in the Gulf
Yeah.
of many seas or many gulfs they put, and it fucks up with their orientation. So a lot of them just beach themselves or become disoriented. But the thing about, also funny enough, you talk about sonar. Did you know that whales sonar can also hurt us?
Hurt us. How?
Hurt us. Like, they have clicking and stuff like that, which
Yeah.
is how they communicate, and also that's how their sonar works.
Yeah.
Because they emit a sound which travels. Apparently, if you're in front of a whale and it starts pinging its sonar, it has a very negative effect to your body.
Where do they live? So I never traveled there.
I mean,
To be fair, I don't really go in the
Do
water.
you travel to the middle of the ocean?
I'm not planning on it, but you never know. Your airplane crashes. You're
No,
like,
but
Well, if your airplane crashes, that's the least of your
No, but
worries.
we all
Are
rather
there
kill-
whales around? Like,
dude,
no, but there are sharks. It's okay then.
do they have sonar?
I'd rather slit my own throat than die by the clicking of a whale. Like, it's very gay as shit.
Stop clicking.
Oh, stop it!
Don't make me come.
He goes into it. It's like every time he's on a plane, we're gonna go down.
but
The whale's here, pointed downwards.
no, but even the sonar of a submarine can damage anyone who's in the water for a certain amount of distance.
There's a certain depth that the submarines and the whales are gonna be at that I don't think you're gonna be just there for. Like,
Seacoder's there. What's up?
I heard you got some good shit. Hit you the hardest one you got. It's the sonars are farting.
dolphins eat something that like gets them high. Have you?
Yeah.
What was
Dolphins are fucked up.
It's so fun. Though.
Bro, dolphins are really fucked up.
I don't know about
And I was
this.
discussing with a coworker that it seems like whenever an animal just gets more like a human being, it just becomes an asshole or like a predator.
Wait, dolphins are assholes, aren't they?
Oh, dude, dolphins are the assholes of the sea,
Why? They fucked a few women, but that doesn't say much.
bro. They like molest.
What? There's videos of it.
No, like, what?
What?
You ever seen dolphins trying to like hump people?
Okay,
Yeah.
please change your phrase. You were like they had sex.
No,
with
but
women.
they
I
They
don't know if
do.
they penetrated. They tried.
Let me
There
look
was a
this up for
dolphin trainer that
second.
was jerking off dolphins and shit.
They grip them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, but even there was a dolphin trainer that was jerking off a dolphin and she got arrested for it. If I remember correctly, it was a dolphin.
See a dolphin crying, like, what the fuck? The only good thing about life when you take
Bro, have you
it
seen? Have
She
you seen
doesn't
this?
touch a tip.
Have you seen? You know when they have a show and they show the person who's been abused, so they make it black and you can see the silhouette. It's like, please tell us what happened to you. I think it's a dolphin. Like, but
Why are they assholes?
bro, they grip a lot of shit.
I mean, they're horny. No.
God damn. Even sea lions or seals, they grip penguins. They kill them by gripping them so much.
Yeah, this is too long, but I think they grape like other dolphins. Or
By the way, every time you guys say grape, I'm still
gotta
gonna beep.
bleep
Oh,
that.
do we?
I'm gonna do it just to be safe because this is
You're
very
gonna see
similar.
the notes of this episode when I send it. This time's gonna be bleep grape. Bleep grape.
No, but yeah, I mean, places we don't want to be. That's one of them in the ocean. I don't see the interest of being in the ocean.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I was like, yeah, I'd love to go on a boat and stuff, but yeah, I'd like to stay on the boat.
Dude, until a couple months ago, I was like, a cruise would be a cool idea because like
it
you
sucks.
go to other places. I know you've had a shitty experience
been on a
yourself
cruise?
as well.
Yeah.
But dude, like I saw a video of someone saying like when you're going on a cruise and then like the ocean's going wild at night and like you see nothing and then like waves crashing and shit like you just stay, you're stuck.
The fucking beds have a seatbelt. So when the ocean gets too shit, you gotta sit. I'm not joking. We have to do this shit.
I'm thinking something else.
What kind of kinky cruise were you on, man? Dad, why
We
is
gotta
there,
go to bed. Strap in, motherfucker.
Dad, why is there handcuffs by the toilet?
In case there's a long
You know, sometime you want to take a shit. Dad,
seasick, you know.
why are there handcuffs everywhere? Safety first. But yeah, bro, you know how many people?
I can't bring my dad into this. Man.
No, but he's the one who brought you on the cruise.
Not for that purpose.
We're not saying. I'm just saying, like you probably like knowing you go into some kinky shit, bro.
No, I was like 12. Like,
With that beard and face. I mean, that's,
no, I didn't have any of it.
Well, but why is there so much handcuff? Son, we're gonna leave you on this trip. But why it says Jeffrey Epstein Island? But yeah, cruises. I would like to do a cruise because apparently it's like being in a city. They're so big that you have all these restaurants and
Yeah, but the food apparently sucks.
Oh no, the food is fantastic.
The preparation of the food and everything, even like when you watch it, sucks.
Let's not act like every day we have Ramsey cooking in our
No,
kitchen.
I'm not saying that's the least of the shit that is wrong with it.
I've seen you
But,
eat like $1 shawarmas. Like,
hey, they're the best fucking shawarmas. You know
yeah,
that.
but who the fuck knows what kind of meat that is?
Yeah, for sure not.
the cats in the area have really gone quiet. But have you guys seen the videos of people who do dares and jump off cruises and are never seen again?
I've seen one. Oh, I don't know if the guy jumped or fell off, but
No, he jumped. He was drunk.
you don't know which
you
video I
sure?
saw.
No, because his friends dared him.
There's multiple videos, I assume. This
No,
one I saw.
I know which one you're talking about. The one where they saw the guy in the camera and then it looks like he kicked the shark and he disappears.
Oh, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Are you serious?
Oh.
So there was a Caribbean cruise and a lot of these kids were like, oh, I dare you to jump off the cruise.
Yeah.
People don't understand that a cruise ship is huge. To stop a cruise ship, like emergency stop, will take 45 minutes.
Forget that. Even the height that you hit the water.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah. If you're lucky,
fuck
something
you
didn't
up.
break. And the thing is that one guy jumped over. He was relatively young, I think, like in his 20s or 18 to 20 above. He jumped into the water and they were filming him. And a lot of people were debating whether he, like, because also the water's super cold.
Yeah.
He got shocked by it and was acting weird. But people said that they saw the reflection of a shark immediately attack him when he got out of the water, when he got into the water. And the thing is that a lot of people who work on cruise ships and also cargo ships say that sharks know that these ships dump a lot of their food, dump a lot of their unused meat and stuff like that. So they are, scavengers by nature. So the most dangerous thing that can ever happen is people actually jumping off of the cruise ship because 1, they die of hypothermia and drown. 2, they get attacked by animals. And one of the biggest examples of this is the U.S. Army used to allow, when the let's call them the battleships or the airships they used to have, the ones that have the planes. They would allow the crew to jump off the plane, when they have a day off. So there's like parts, there's parts where they can just jump off and go like a ladder.
Yeah.
But they were realizing that a lot of people were being attacked by sharks. And there's videos of like a guy jumping into the water and people are like, hey, watch out, watch out. And a small shark tries to take a bite out of him. So they started developing these nets they put into the water just before the soldiers jump into the water.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting.
Wait,
like,
they were jumping for what reason?
Just
a
like
day off. Like
thing is, if you
It's not fucking jumping.
no, but
No,
like,
they
imagine like
develop nets and everything else and all that. I'm sure there are other ways to do it.
No.
You know what I
So,
mean?
no. Let me
no,
explain.
the issue isn't the jumping in the water. The issue is being in the water.
Yeah.
It's not the method by which you
Yeah,
reach the
no, I
water.
understand, but I'm saying the nets obviously are in a specific location. It's not like they had to do an emergency what do you call it, evac, and they get exit
No,
the plane.
this is a
and stuff.
vacation.
No.
thing.
Oh, I
This
thought it
is
was a
like-
military thing.
In the military, let's say you have a 3-year enlistment that you're with that ship. You don't come back home. You don't get off that ship for 3 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you want
So every once in a while, they'll give you like half a day off to just go.
And if they're in
fucking
deployment
jump
or
in
in
the
the middle of the ocean, they're like, look, you can't go fly inland, you can't do this, So the crew can go and swim if they want,
Yeah.
or suntan, because they have these, these ships have like areas where they actually get equipment in and stuff. So they open that up, and for the whole day, it's like they're at the beach.
Okay.
But the thing is that people were jumping in the water before, and they were just getting attacked by sharks.
I haven't seen this net thing you're talking about, but I've seen videos that like even when everyone's in the water, there's a few people on like machine guns.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
on top of the deck, just watching, making sure like there's no sharks and shit in the water. They shoot them.
Was it? I might say his name wrong. Jocko Willink.
Willink.
Wasn't he the one saying that like while he was doing his service, he was doing like pull-ups, like hanging from the ship and stuff like that,
Maybe.
like middle of the ocean. Like imagine on the fucking ship, and at night there's nothingness, and you're just like hanging on it and just doing pull-ups, like doing competitions and stuff.
A lot of
Dude,
these,
it's crazy.
a lot of these boats, especially the plane ships, the ones that have the runway on it, just at the edge they have a net. So if someone falls, they land on the net. Because again, if you have a ship that large and someone falls off, even in the middle of the night, by the time people notice someone's fall
You're
overboard,
kilometers away.
yeah, you're kilometers away, and
Good luck.
yeah, you don't have any survival suit on, and it gets cold. But yeah, man, it's terrifying being on a cruise. I don't like the idea of being around water, especially not knowing what's under it.
No, in
Same.
general,
My
a
biggest
lot of
fear
like murders happen on cruises. Like if you look at the stats, a lot of people die on cruises.
It's the best way. Just kill someone, throw them over.
Throw them off, and then the captain decides what happens. It's not a police authority of anywhere.
So are you saying I should like get close to the captain and be like, come on, man?
peel off a few hundreds,
For people who listen
Hundreds.
to on Spotify,
Yeah.
he
Yeah, I said
acted like he
peel
was
off-
paying them.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I actually never.
I'm never going on a cruise with you now.
No, but like thinking about it, yeah. You haven't heard of any big murders that have happened on a cruise.
Oh, but if you look at the stats, there's a lot of people who go missing. And a lot of times they're like, oh, they were married and the couple had issues.
They
And
had
then-
there was a lot of shouting in their room. Their
Yeah.
safety belt was stuck.
and then there was silence. Thank God.
Finally.
Fuck, man. But yeah, thinking of a cruise. But again, not a place I'd like to be around.
Yeah.
Water and stuff. But there's a lot of places around, the world that I wouldn't want to be. Would you want to go to Antarctica?
If I'm like, first, I have no idea how it works and everything like that. But if I'm assured safety of it and all that, yeah, why not? But the thing is that one of the things that I really want to see are like the number one on my bucket list are the Northern Lights.
You don't have to go to the Antarctica.
Yeah,
No.
but I'm saying like that's a plus. I'm gonna get to see that. But at the same time, like go there, freeze your ass off for what exactly? Like what's the reason you would go there?
Okay, so let me give you
say you've gone there or like
let me give you a let's say like
Scenario.
a scenario, right? Somewhere you like it's mysterious to you that you'd want to go, and I mean there are risks and stuff, but you just have to see it.
Oh, I got a couple.
Okay, so you want to go first? You want to? Yeah.
he's got a couple.
So there's a part of Scotland that they do their special forces training. That apparently is like really rough conditions. I wouldn't mind camping there just to see how it is. And the other one is there's these like kind of like organized tours in Mongolia that you go and live with the villagers and you do hunting and shit. That I want to do that. What do you call the like local people of Australia? I don't know how to say
Aborigines.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind. Like, I don't know if these are possible or not, but like living with them for a week or two.
I'm sure there are people because look, these people also have to live, right?
Yeah, but I don't want like the whitewashed version tourist shit. I want the real,
Yeah,
you know.
He comes like with like a face tattoo. I am part of the tribe now.
Oh no, they don't give you the face tattoo.
That's
more. That's
He's
more
like
of a
so
Maori-
good. Actually, first you get this one and then this one.
Then you have to kill 5 white people.
Done.
I did it before I came here.
I need a cruise here.
No, but I mean, those are places that you could go to.
Wait, actually,
It's not easy.
Yeah, I know it's not easy, but like, let's say
The fuck do you want me to say? To the moon? Like
Are you talking about SAS, by the way? Are you talking about the SAA training?
SBS. SAS, SBS, yeah.
Is it the same thing?
SPS is a special air force, like for basically SAS is equivalent of Delta Force, and the SBS is equivalent of Navy SEALs.
Okay.
So
okay.
special boat services and special air services.
Air services,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I actually saw a post. Do you have more? Say.
Not that I can think of right now.
I saw a post a couple of days ago on Instagram that said like top places that you cannot visit.
Okay. That'd be interesting to actually list out. Which places?
North Korea, I guess.
North Korea was one of them. I think there was a place
But that's the
called.
most mainstream one, don't you think? It's
No,
like
but I looked into 2 of them, so I can tell you shit about. One of them is like, for sure, this is going to be a conspiracy.
Well, like these
episode.
are places that are like hard to
No,
reach, or
it's
they're like
not- it's not
illegal to go
allowed.
to.
It's not-
Okay.
A lot of them were like, oh, because it's like archaeologists have deemed it like forbidden to go because they want to preserve it. Some of them are like
okay.
because of the erosion, blah, blah, blah. One of them was Snake Island. I don't know where it is.
I wonder what's on that island.
No. It's, yeah, basically. And it's,
Long
Go to the island,
penises.
just die from
you
snakes.
can't. Like, apparently there was like a lighthouse. What do you call it? Lighthouse?
Lighthouse.
Lighthouse there. At first, like it was operated by people, but then Snake killed them. So it's like now operated. It's automated now. So
Okay.
Bro, the way he said it, snake killed him.
it's Snake Island. Though.
Snake walked up with a gun and killed him.
So
So wait, there was no issues when they were building this lighthouse until it was constructed.
very good point. But it was a post, and I don't like to see a post and be like, oh, cool. I like to like actually look into it. So the Snake Island was just like you can't visit, and there was like a Chinese emperor's grave that's like really mysterious because there's like all these. There was
Terracotta. You're talking about the terracotta army, right?
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I have no idea.
Are you talking about the tomb where there was the emperor's tomb and then you have like a lot of clay
soldiers and
soldiers?
shit?
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
it's
you're
the-
not allowed to visit that one,
Yeah.
and
But I think that's more of a because they're so fragile.
those are the reasons. The 2 that like caught my attention, I actually looked it up. Is one of them? No, is close to like India. Sentinel Island, North Sentinel Island, and it's like occupied by what do you call them? Like
They're locals.
They're local, but they're not locals as in like.
Are you talking about the island in which they haven't had contact with human
I think that's
civilization?
Yeah,
And
but they've had, and they killed everyone who came
Yeah, a
close
couple
to
of
it.
years
You know-
ago, fucking was it
priest-
Mormon
a
or
priest-
something
no, a
went there
priest,
and got.
No,
mish-
a kid. It was like, I watched a video on it too. Like,
like a 5-year-old with that?
no. It was like a kid who he was very Christian, and they
Yeah, he
said
wanted
like
to
the
spread the
intention
words
was
of
probably
Jesus,
wanted
yeah.
to go and like convert them to Christianity and everything. Dude died like full on. Like,
But you know what's funny? Apparently, that tribe had an experience
yeah.
previously with another missionary who had gone there and sexually abused the
So
people.
there was a white guy that went there years and years, decades ago, and
Okay.
apparently he somehow won their trust over giving them like bananas and shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so you know this?
No, I don't know that guy, but
Okay.
I.
The guy that died a few years ago. You know that
he
one.
broke bananas as well. We know what's going on.
Hey, you say it, then I'll say all the things
So
that I.
this old fuck, I don't know if it was a doctor or he was just like he wanted to see penises
Explorer,
and
he was
shit. Yeah.
explorer.
So he went there, won their trust over, and started doing like I think experiments on them, measuring their dicks and depth of their cunts and shit.
Damn.
Yeah. But apparently that if we're talking about the same island, it's full of inbreeds. Like there's only like 40 people on it, and
Yeah,
they've been fucking each other for like years and
Well,
years
I
and
didn't
years.
like look. It was an Instagram post. I just want to look more into it. And the other place that I want to tell you guys, it's insane. Like,
Okay.
for sure, let's put the 10-4 hats on. Like when I say that one, but about this island one, what I heard, like what I watched a video on it, was saying that like they started making contact with them. They gave them like coconuts, bananas, and
They
like
honey dicked them.
like some like metal bowls and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they were extremely hostile over it until one of the like 1990s, 1980s, and everything. The woman first time was with them, and she recognized their language because it was close to like one of the native islands around it because they're different island, but that's one that's like restricted.
Okay.
And she like smiled, was very like friendly with them, and like the woman of that tribe prevented some dude like shooting him with a bow. Blah, blah. Yeah, like full on like releasing a bow, and that was successful. And then, but still, like they are restricting people from visiting them because they're saying that their immune system is not built like ours, because like a simple flu can kill them.
Yeah, also they're dumb as fuck. Well, they're not dumb as fuck,
But they've survived.
I
man.
know, but there's like if you're talking about the same fucking island, there's videos of them. They see a helicopter coming. They don't know
They
what
throw
it is, so
arrows.
they
They
throw arrows. And shit.
yeah. What do you think? They don't have like. I'm gonna keep
I
my
don't mean dumb.
M16. Yo, shoot it with a rocket.
No, but they're technically
Shoot.
retarded. Like, because
Bro, they're primitive. You just don't say technically retarded.
No, they could be technically
No,
retarded
no,
because
they
they're a
are-
bunch of inbreeds.
bro, they are inbreed. They're generations of inbreed. They are fucking retarded.
Yeah, but you have to understand something, guys. Like, first and foremost, this story you've talked about is something I also went into. Like on one of those nights, I was just randomly researching, and you were both correct. There was also a kid that wanted to go there and spread the word of.
That was like
of
4 or 5
God.
years ago.
Yeah, I think
2018. That's what I know.
Yeah, and the kid went there, and he also documented himself going there, and he just disappeared. He got killed.
He immediately
There
died.
is a so
No,
his-
because the
there's a
first time.
diary of his that apparently like if he bribed a couple like the locals of like
Yeah.
coastal island and stuff. They took him with a boat, and he went there, gave them coconuts, bananas, and stuff, and then apparently they shot an arrow and hit the Bible he was holding. So, and the dude gets injured. He swims to the boat, gives him his diary. The diary says that I told them, "Hello, my name is whatever. I love you, and Jesus loves you." He's injured. He's like, "I'm still gonna go back." He grabs a bunch of bananas again, goes there, and they see him burying him in the
Fuck.
island. So he's for sure dead.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But the thing is that you know what they even discussed. They talk about how they're the perfect they're the perfect test subject to see how a civilization can evolve, because due to them not being able to on the island there's no metal, right? And there's ships that their wreckage goes onto that island, and they have a couple of metal pieces that they've now started to use, and it seems that they've gone into the Stone Age or the Metal Age, because they're using these as weapons now. They're using the tips of them for spears and
yeah,
stuff
but
like
from
that.
what I understand, they're not going to be around for much longer.
Yeah, because again, the island can't sustain them.
No, not because of that. Because of the inbreeding, they're not able to produce children at the rate to keep their population up.
Could be. But the Indian government has now, ever since that guy died, they then like closed off the island. Like,
Yeah, it's like protected.
It's like there's no point in even trying to help them. They're just too hostile, you know. And they have a language that barely anyone knows.
Yeah.
They're, imagine.
But I've seen the videos when they're like throwing it at the
And the helicopter just pulls up.
No, but like, bro, it's like so far away that you just see one of them. Get Jacob, he's the strongest. I can't do it, man.
Imagine if the guy sneezes and releases a rocket, they're all dead. Imagine like it gets to a point where we develop like technology that you can like arrows and everything can be repelled. And then you just go to the god, so because they can't hurt you.
But we've talked about this. This is like exactly how the conquistadors in South America, they would go there. Like imagine you're an Aztec warrior, and then you see a guy who's glowing because of the sun hitting his armor, and you throw a spear, it bounces off him. You know, I can just imagine that island. You know, it must be so weird. Like you're on a boat. What, these demons? They're taunting us.
If they told you like, we're either gonna fucking kill everyone in your family, or we're gonna send you to this island and you gotta convince them to let you in, what would your strategy be?
You said they're inbred, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fuck. Bro, why are you giving me such hard things? Like, okay, first and foremost, who is... No, it's like, who and... It's like, behind the podcast, my family's all here, Kurush has a gun. Decide now! I would just...
Hello, what? Jesus loves
McDonald's.
No, but you know what's funny is that like, how unlucky do you have to be as a tribe that the first foreigner you meet is a sex offender? His friend. Why does he keep touching our junk? Maybe this is how they say hello.
Hello.
But and then you imagine like their chieftain goes there and he goes, guys, don't go to that guy. He gives you bananas, but I feel bad afterwards, you know? So then they honeypotted the other guy. They're like, priest, come, please, banana? Yes, please.
What would your strategy be?
I probably tell
Apparently
them.
they threw arrows the second like a boat got closed. So
Yeah, I think tranquilizer gun. If they're 40, just...
So how is that convincing them?
Oh, you tie them up and
you
then we
kill
have
20 of them, then the rest of the 20 will follow.
I don't think so.
Bro, okay,
You
first
killed 30.
Can I explain something to you? His scenario was my family's at gunpoint. I have to go there and convince them. Did he say I had a gun? Did he say I had anything?
No, you can have whatever you want.
Bro, I'll get in there in a fucking tank. I have like a speaker. You sleep. Sit down.
Take a drone.
So you gotta convince them, not kill them. That's why I said tranquilizer gun. You dart all 40 of them, tie them up, and then over time we'll figure it out. You feed them a couple of times, they'll relax a little bit. No?
You see Kurosh standing
They're
there
all
with a
addicted to
bowl.
opium because tranquilizer.
See, now
They'll
that...
having withdrawals sometimes so they become more aggressive.
Imagine Kurosh is there, is like petting one of them. You're my favorite. You're my special one. You get a little bit more
Listen,
opium
man,
today.
I'll take booze, drugs, tranquilizer, whatever that...
Tranquilize, huh?
Yeah, whatever. That gun and a couple of hookers. Sorted.
You just sound like the British that what they did to China. Bring some opium, get them really on it, and they're like, listen, so maybe you open the border or we...
It worked, didn't it?
For who?
Well...
But yeah, just imagine the unlucky scenario of you meeting the first person. You're like, we can now build trust. And the other guy's like, I'm gonna fuck the shit out of this guy the moment he turns around. How do you then explain it to others? Like you go back to the island, you go like, guys, for some reason,
They took
he
me...
no, straight up just had sex with me, like, and it wasn't consensual.
Have you seen this dumper on me? These inbres, I haven't got shit on me. They haven't seen a squad
They
in
have
their
like a
life.
sign in the village that's like white banana. No. That's the kid's problem. He read up about the other guy bringing bananas, and he still brought bananas.
No, the banana thing was, I don't know. I was just curious about the post, so I looked it up. The other place, though.
Get your tinfoil hats on.
Hold on. Let me just, I'm definitely going to get some information wrong.
Okay.
And
I don't think there's a single episode we've done that all the information was correct.
for sure. And the thing is that, like, again, I was just curious and I watched a video on it. I don't know if these are like,
Okay.
the thing about it is that there are no hard proofs to verify it, but at the same time, like they were saying that these could be exaggerated, like exaggerated information for like
To
throwing
scare
people off.
Okay.
There is a military base in New Mexico or Colorado called Dulce Base.
Okay.
Okay, and from the the way the way they describe it is that it's like 7 stories underground,
Okay.
and it's also shared between humans and aliens.
Are we talking about Mexican aliens or?
They don't have the hat.
Imagine the aliens came here like 100 years ago, but they've just been talking to Spanish people. They're like, "What? We come to kill your family."
Oh, vato.
So wait, they live side by side.
So basically, the whole conspiracy is that like actually the U.S. government is working with aliens, and there are different species of aliens who are here present, and like they need to feed off of humans because they went through like a genocide on their planets, and they need like the mammals embryo,
yeah.
something else that like helps them like get
Breed.
healthy.
Oh.
So they need it. And then like this dude there's something Schneider was I know he was missing like a couple fingers and stuff, and he had like a huge scar because apparently he got into like a fucking fight. Like, no, 60 people died.
Oh
And
shit!
he was hit with a plasma that caused them cancer, and because of, like the dude was like his health was shit and everything. And in 1990s, I think 1990 something, he went around and he started talking about it. He was like, the government is not telling you these stuff. Like there are aliens here, and they're like feeding off of us, and they're like.
Hence all the abortion.
There are like labs that they're working on us and everything. After a couple months of this, the guy was, after every lecture that he was giving, he was like, I'm a marked man. They're going to kill me.
Yeah.
A couple months later, and he was like, if I died, like by suicide, it wasn't me. And then a couple months later, they found him like death by suicide.
Right.
And the suicide was that they're not like what do you call it? Like a
Noose.
noose was wrapped around his neck, was 3 times, and then tied in front. The dude was missing a couple fingers. He couldn't even fucking tie his shoelaces. Like, and then
Was it the same alien that made him miss his fingers?
No,
Remember me?
Apparently, he like shot a gun, and the Green Berets was there, and everything. They all died, and he was like pulled out of that, like because they were like digging in a hole, and then all of a sudden, like a black smoke comes out or something because they hit something because the drill kept breaking. And then they finally found a way to like penetrate, and then they went in. And then when they went in, they were like, they saw these like, it's like a lab underground. And then they were attacked. 60 people died apparently. And then he started talking about it and stuff. And he kept saying like, I'm a marked man and stuff. A couple months later, he's dead.
So he was a Green Beret.
No, he was like a
Scientist or something.
archaeologist.
Archaeologist.
Like,
and he was with 60 people, and they were digging.
60, yeah, because they were like digging his site and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden they all died. And then like another person also went around saying that like these are documents, photos, everything else. Like they are aliens here, and like it's not like they're studying us. They are here, and then he disappears. And apparently like, he just like disappeared off.
Is there a name for this conspiracy? Or like how can we
You
look
can
more
check your
into
phone.
it?
It's
Yeah,
fine.
let me check my phone.
But that's, I mean, like, can you imagine they're drilling and they just get into their cafeteria and they're like,
What the fuck is that?
no, the aliens are just like, we have to kill them. So wait, at that time that they broke and they drilled,
1 second.
were there humans in that tunnel too? Like, we're like, oh, we gotta
Yeah, because there were 7.
Imagine drilling for like months and realizing this elevator like 200 meters to your left.
Dude, just get the door. but
7 stories, right? So the level 1 and 2 security and administrative, level 3 human staff quarters.
Okay.
Level 4 to 6 genetic labs, mind control experiments, human alien hybrid experiments. Level 7 housing for human and alien test subjects, set to include abducted civilians. And then there were pods that they showed that they were clones of humans, because they were like, instead of abducting more, let's just clone them. And then apparently there's this whole 12 majestic group, like the name is 12 majestics or whatever, that they have to like approve of, like take these civilians and like test on them and stuff like that. Because apparently in 1970s and something like that, they were like counts of like 60,000 missing cows and stuff like that. And all like when they found the dead cow,
They're
like
mutilated.
they were surgically remove some organs of them, and also the blood, like after a couple of days it wasn't rotting, like the blood wasn't clotting, like it was like still in a
Good condition.
in a good condition, which was weird. And then like that led to this whole fucking thing, dude.
What the fuck?
That's
What is this place called?
Dalo?
No, sorry.
Dulce Base.
What is the theory? Like the conspiracy?
The conspiracy is the fact that like aliens
I know, but like there's
and
every
they're
conspiracy.
hostile. It's not like aliens are here to prevent nuclear war or something like that, which is like the usual conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
It's like the fact that they're hostile, but there are different species of them, as in like different.
To be fair, if they've been here since the 60s and nothing has happened yet,
No,
It's-
but the
whole
idea
point,
is
if
that-
they're feeding off of us,
let them. Like they're not doing that much. The population is still going up.
the guy in the lecture said 2029.
Oh, so he's like 29. What happens?
By 2029, they will reach what they want, that they can fully feed off of us. And
Thank God, man.
So
Done
wait,
with this life.
so wait, when was this guy talking? Was this like?
1995, I think.
And does he have like video lectures and stuff like that?
There are videos of him doing the lectures on
shit.
YouTube. I didn't watch them. It's like-
No, but that's the thing. I mean,
at 1 a.m. you can do so much when you go down the rabbit hole. Like,
bro, the rabbit hole. Like, again, now you see that they've sort of calmly started releasing documentation and talking about that. Yeah, we do have what are they called? UFOs, but now there's a new name, UPO,
Yeah.
or unidentified aircraft or something like that. And the CIA, and they even testified before the courts that they were saying that I do testify that there are aliens and extraterrestrials that are.
what was the CIA thing that was with Manson and all this stuff like that? There
That was mind control.
yeah. There was one of them. What was the thing? There was like
MK Ultra?
MK Ultra. MK Ultra is also linked to it apparently.
The mind control.
The mind
shit.
control thing, because it's not just like that. It's the fact that like they said that the mind control thing, they do the studies for it. Like all this, like it's like they have. Apparently, I'm trying to like remember. Like the guy was saying that like there are metal alloys that like can only be like they get structured or like mixed in space, vacuum of space, but there's available, and they're used for like stealth and like the U.S. military.
Use them.
And that's where it comes from, because they're using that. There's like a agreement between again, this is fully conspiracy. Let's like,
But that's the whole point. I think this is the whole point of the podcast, right? We talk about things that are, far-fetched, or something that, it at least prompts people to want to dig in deeper. One very interesting thing is that we really have ramped up our technology in such a short amount of time in comparison to I think it was less than 100 years after the first plane was flown, we were on the moon.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. In the span of hundreds and thousands of years of human beings being on this earth and being of the same like Homo sapien, not a Neanderthal or anything like that, we really have ramped up. And again, a lot of personnel who worked in, what was his name? Area 51.
Yeah.
They have said that, a lot of people that come out later and they have like a testimony that they cannot say anything after 25 years, is that they mention that a lot of the times they see something that's unfathomable, something that they can't explain. They're told to shut up by the government, and they're saying, "Look, you will, be taken care of if you can't keep your mouth shut."
Yeah.
And
The thing is not the government that like is approving all of it. Like it's actually admitting to like the aliens and all of that. Now I don't believe it. Like I feel like they're using it as a cover.
it's always this is the same thing with that. They were saying that like they think that they were such an exaggerated story that it was like, okay, if people hear this, the more exaggerated it is, they won't believe it.
Yeah.
Even if it's 20% true,
Yeah.
they won't believe it. They believe it as 0% because it's so exaggerated. I have this wild theory. Like hear me out on this. Just like you said, the technology is like advancing to a whole level, right? And like where have you reached? Like AI, correct? and the more and more we go, the AI becomes more capable, let's say, like whatever word we can use for it. What if that's like the end goal? Like all this stuff that's been happening in history and everything. I know it's like a fucking like, but the end goal is that like the AI becomes the all powerful and like controls everything and all that.
Matrix.
And to make sure that the AI gets to that point, because everything that can happen, time travel, like anything, right? It can, but it's not currently possible, right? Okay. Or there was a theory that it can never happen.
They say there's some theories behind time travel is that if time travel was possible in one of these streams, we would already know about it. Because
so basically, I saw a physicist talk about this. Is like, if time travel ever happens, you can only basically go back to only the day that time travel was achieved. You can't go back in time to like the 1970s, for example. So let's say 2030, 1st of January, time travel is discovered the way to do it. No matter how far in the future you are, you can only go as far back to the date it was created, not before that.
That's kind of shit.
Well, I didn't come up with the technology.
No, but it's a theory again, right?
But yeah, so I don't remember exactly what the science of it was, like the physics behind it, but he was explaining that for sure you can't go like behind that.
That throws the whole theory I had away though, that way. No, but because I was thinking of like, imagine AI becomes all powerful at this point of time, right?
Yeah.
We're currently here.
Yeah.
To make sure that we reach this part, AI at this current time in the future sets everything in the past that leads up to the creation of AI that happened. I don't know.
Thank you for Terminator. That's Terminator story.
Yeah.
But that's actually you actually just. I was gonna say that, a lot of what we watch in science fiction movies and stuff like that is actually what becomes reality. You know what I mean? Like when you talk about just how the world was, when they would ask people in the 60s or the 50s, what's the technology, what's the future going to look like? We're going to have flying cars, we're going to have this, we're going to have all these things. These are things that are happening, right? One of the biggest theories that is coming out and a lot of whistleblowers are trying to discuss is that the idea of aliens is actually one of the biggest projects that are going on with the secret government, is because they want to completely obliterate the individual's freedom of speech, freedom of security, freedom of your own mind. Because right now we're in a world where we have hundreds of countries which will not, no country will just listen to America, no country will listen to Russia. They want their own independence. So how do you make human beings forget that you are Iranian, I'm Emirati, he's Chinese? What do you do?
What's the Chinese one? No, I've heard this before.
You never see
external threats that puts everyone into the same boat.
I mean, you bring a threat that doesn't only target one group; it targets the species, right? It's
how funny would it be if the aliens are racist and they start targeting shit? Like the whole plan backfires. It's just like all white people must die. And then you just see like everyone.
We're looking, but we're not white.
They're so technologically advanced, but they have a sheet of paper. I'm sorry, buddy.
You match the competitive white.
Fucking colorblind.
Bro, you'd see me in a tanning bed for 6 months to come up.
I look like Donald Trump at the end of the month. Just like orange as shit.
You have liver disease.
Well, as long as I'm not white, man.
Yeah, but again, that's the thing that in the future, I do believe that there's not going to be any countries. We're going to be like a federation. We're going to be a federation of countries that, if we do find out there are aliens, we're going to have to really change how we see the world.
I don't think it's only if we find out there's aliens. I think if aliens attack us.
Well,
I feel like like the climate we're living in right now, if they tell us, okay, 100% confirmed there's aliens out there somewhere, like, okay, whatever. Next day, everyone goes back to their life.
Exactly.
But if they're like, oh shit, they're at the moon, they give us the 3-second count to like, I don't know, take you on the
what the fuck am I going to do in 3 seconds?
No, what I'm saying, if it's like an imminent threat that like,
but what do you do? But what do you do?
We ain't gonna do shit. Like, what fuck we gonna do?
No. But honestly, okay, let's say.
Hey, guys, welcome to the last episode of the Cancellable Podcast.
Oh fuck! I was like, what the hell's happening? We're going back in time. It's today. The time is. But the thing is that like, that's what for me is like crazy. The moment that we discover, exactly as you said, there's a couple of physicists and I don't know the word for astronomers and stuff that talk about it. There's Carl Sagan. There's two others. I forgot the name. They're really good. There was even Steve Hawking. Steve Hawking was very pessimistic when it came to, he was negative in terms of aliens and stuff. And they asked him,
Dude, he was negative about everything.
well, I mean, he didn't really have a lot of things going on in his life where he fucking was positive.
Wasn't his last word, "There's no God"? There's nothing after that.
But
This is a fucking mic drop.
I have a question. No, for him, it's not a mic
Power
drop.
down.
It's power down.
But the thing is that
Reboot them.
you're not leaving, you're not leaving it till we get our answers. Let me die, please. Keep him going. Keep him going.
Bring the car battery.
You see a hamster in the back?
I don't think a hamster's gonna power all of that.
All of what?
Oh, what?
His mouth.
But God, I mean, Steve Hawking had said that, Steve Hawking, if we do have aliens that come to Earth, what do you think will be the relationship we have with them? And he gave a very good example. He said, please name every interaction we've had with a lesser and a less intelligent, less culturally advanced civilization, and you tell me what's happened. We've exploited them. We've taken their resources. We've wiped them out.
I have sorry to cut you, but I have a point about that.
I like how you raised it.
No, because
You can speak now.
I have something about that. That assumption is only applicable because he's basing it off of humans, which have contacted the lesser capable, right?
Yeah.
But that's only based on how humans have interacted. So mammals, whatever, our genetic basis, everything like that. We don't know where the fuck they came. They have evolved from their way they work and everything like that. So obviously he doesn't have much to work with by creating this theory, and it could be valid, but it could be not valid also because of the fact that for example, you say that every person I've met has done this to me, so therefore this is my mistrust to these group of people, right? But
Been giving you bananas.
exactly, dude gave him bananas and then fucked them. So obviously now they're anyone that comes close to us, we're gonna
I don't
throw
think
arrows
he
at.
fucked them.
I don't, whatever
No,
it is.
apparently did.
I think he watched them fuck.
Whichever, but they're okay, this is our understanding of how they work, therefore this is how we label them, right?
Yeah.
But we don't know how they work, how they operate, how their social structure is, or whatever technology or whatever, so it can't be that
But you gotta work with what you know, right? You can't be
know
like
anything.
but that's the thing. So are you saying that in your mind you wouldn't prepare for a war that's going on with aliens?
See, that's the thing. Our immediate reaction is we should prepare for a war.
Yeah, but because that's
No,
what
we
we've
should.
learned.
I'm not saying no.
But the French shit has a huge, it has a huge cock.
Not that kind of friend zone.
That's how we say hi. Remember
Straight to nature.
what was the scary movie when they were this is how we say hello, this is how we
Oh
pee
yeah, and he puts his
everything.
finger. No, but think of it like this: why is it that every alien abduction ends with anal probing?
But we don't know if
People are creeps, man.
There was this
People are creeps. Oh no.
there was this thing that I watched, and they were okay, this woman and her kid, this was in 1970s, one of the first encounters that was recorded. This one kid see a beam of light and stuff, and they go follow it, right? And they see a cow. Apparently they're fucking interested in them. See it levitating.
You wouldn't be interested if you saw a cow levitating?
No. They
why are they
followed it.
aliens?
They apparently parked the car. The car was on. They follow it and they see the cow. The next thing they remember is that they're in the car and the car is switched off. So then they go through they interview them, and then there's this guy who brings a hypnosis, whatever, to tries to bring their memory back. And then when they do, the woman is all of a sudden I was in this lab, whatever, and there were these gray aliens, stuff like that. And then
Gray ones.
and then she said they put something in the base of my skull, and they did an x-ray and there was something there. There was. But then again, I'll say something. What if, for example, she just went through a black site that she wasn't supposed to cross over to, if you want to make her sound cuckoo, you dress up as fucking aliens. And then you put whatever, and then like she seems crazy, whatever. It's disproven. The story's never heard of.
That's a lot of Hollywood production. Imagine like
It's
your security team.
1970s anyway.
Dude, there's a documentary on Netflix. I think it was called The Neighbor Next Door or something. The neighbor was a pedophile, and he wanted to fuck so their neighbor had like kids and shit, and I think one of them was like 12-year-old girl or something. It drugged the girl, dumped it in a van. And then played like soundtracks and shit, kind of like saying that we're aliens basically, and the only way to save Earth is if you fuck this guy. So she did, and when the parents found out, they tried to like keep her in the house and like keep her away from him. But she at that point believed that she's the only savior of Earth, so she would keep sneaking out to fuck the guy. So this could be like
that's my theory in general.
Dude, the guy, I think, if I remember correctly, the neighbor fucked the dad, fucked the mom and the kids on separate occasions.
He wasn't a pedophile. We just had a fetish for that family.
Wait. So even the parents got like in.
But no one would tell each other that they got fucked. So no one knew the other person's
At breakfast, everyone's like, my asshole gonna hurt. Why? Why does your asshole also hurt?
Bro, can you imagine?
I think it was the burrito last night, right, honey? The girl's like, no, I saved you all, but fuck it.
No, I saved you all.
Bro, what the? Like, I'm so. Can you please send me?
I think it's called The Neighbor Next Door.
What kind of
or
title
The Devil
is that?
Next Door or something like that. Something
The
next
devil
door.
you didn't know. Bro, what can you imagine? You're the father. So there's aliens? Yes. We want you to sleep with the man next door. Maybe we just discuss this.
No, the parents didn't say you should sleep with the...
No, the guy also told the parents...
No, I don't think he told the parents the same lie. I think he just fucked them.
So
That's a
turned
weird
out to be
family
gay.
already.
The mom
No,
is
like
a cheater.
forcefully.
Oh,
and like
Jesus.
mental manipulations and shit.
How do you mentally manipulate a man?
You can, easily.
And he's just a neighbor next door. When he was kidnapping them and doing like
I don't remember exact details, but I think he fucked
It's not
everyone.
like he took notes, bro.
I don't know, bro. But damn,
not
that's
the neighbor, man.
That's a crazy story. Like, how do they all come out with it? You know, guys, I have to tell you something. You too?
Oh my God.
So technically, we all slept together.
Imagine they get jealous, but he was mine first.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man. That's really messed up. That's why the aliens are going to, like,
Wipe us out, man. Enough.
But if you're done with life, man, like, don't fucking bring it out on us.
I'm just saying, like, we probably can't fight them off. If they want to fuck us up, they'll fuck us up.
Okay, fuck us up with
probably
this.
true. That is true. If you have the technology to like contact another planet and stuff,
There's
that we
one
don't.
way I can think of is 50-50 that we might survive. Is if we act retarded. There's a chance they only go after the strong and leave the retards alone. So we can just like...
Imagine Korosh is acting retarded
So you're
with
gonna
everyone
act
else.
retarded for the rest of your life to remain undetected?
I mean,
Bro,
at
it's not
home
like-
you can
what
close
What
the
are you gonna
curtains
do?
and shit.
Freaking bang yourself to the
Bro,
wall?
can you imagine the wars happen and Korosh is there? He's like, thank God, you know, like I've survived the worst part. And then you hear the aliens go, these ones every day. And then you see him go, I would have fought.
Wait.
No,
Did
but-
you watch World War Z?
Oh yeah, I did.
You didn't
World War Z is zombie one, by the way.
Yeah.
You're talking about zombie?
The
We're
Brad
talking-
Pitt one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you haven't watched it.
No.
You should watch it. It's a good movie. But
I know.
basically, the concept is zombie outbreak, but then they realize the zombies don't attack bodies that are sick already. So if you have like leukemia or some shit, they don't attack you. They don't want that body. So same concept, but with aliens. Just like... I said it's 50-50. There's a chance they keep the strong and kill the weak. So...
Can you imagine? We're all in the line and they separate Korosh and he goes, see you bitches. Burn them.
Wait, what?
Why is the room getting hot?
Hey, yo, give me a math equation. I'll solve it for you. Real quick.
I am mechanical. Box. I imagine that.
Oh, it's so adorable.
What is E equals MC square? Fuck shit. But I believe that.
I usually use a calculator.
What? Our kids do this shit. It's your Chinese. Have you seen the Chinese kids how they do that?
Yeah, the autistic method. Yeah.
It's what do you mean autistic?
It looks like...
Bro, I feel like we're fucked. Like
we are, man.
like those kids, they can calculate complex equations without a calculator.
Dude, I couldn't even compete with the kids that had the same calculator as I did. Like, I have no chance with
Yeah,
the
but like,
fucking finger banging Chinese. Like, like that.
Imagine one person's doing a test, and the person's like, "Oh wait, stop."
So her girlfriend said, "How are you so good?"
Years of math. Yeah.
But yeah, that what is it called?
Damn,
Dulce?
the nerd Chinese
Dulce
kids can
Base.
finger for like a motherfucker.
Have you seen the finger trap thing?
Colors now. He sees a kid doing it, he's like, damn, he's gonna be a fucking legend when he grows up. But I think that if aliens like tomorrow they announce there's going to be a galactic battle, we need people to sign up and to fight for the planet. Are you gonna sign
Yeah, I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Let me die quick.
Again, we don't know if they want to absorb you, if they want to.
Well, fuck it,
Course,
man.
are you okay, man? I think we need to have a talk.
Yeah,
after the
like I feel like
podcast,
we should have an episode with what's going on with
No,
Koro.
not episode. This is like a private thing. We should be like,
I feel like it's very repetitive. Like we've been doing the same shit for thousands of years. Like time for change up.
We literally just
been the same.
we literally just talked about how
There
we've
are dudes on
advanced.
an island that are fucking each other and that have arrows.
Yeah,
we
we're
drive
still
a
fucking
car
each
on
other.
the
Like,
highway.
okay, instead of
Is that
arrows,
our pinnacle of
No,
technology?
look at the difference. Look at the difference. Like he's not gonna
We still
stop.
fucked with in cars.
No, but like, look at the difference. Like, we're exposed to technology and growth. They're still like throwing arrows at a fucking helicopter, thinking it's
So
like,
yeah, and fucking okay. The equivalent of it, they come with spaceships, and we're gonna shoot them with fucking AR-15s. Same thing.
First of all, if the conspiracy theory I said is true, they have some advanced shit.
No, I'm saying the equivalent is arrows to helicopters, is our guns to whatever the fuck they come with.
No, but maybe
Facts,
we like
bro.
maybe we leave a mark. You know, maybe they're like, oh, dude, this is too much fucking. You know, too
you
much
and I?
work.
No, we're talking
again,
like
Not me, bro. I'm the first dead. Like I come off the ship, headshot off. You know, like
Again, though, like our
Forgot
assumption
oxygen
is
tank.
based on our own knowledge of us, saying that like because we're such hostile
No, but
species.
his situation was next day, like tomorrow, they announced there's a war. You got to go fight it. I'll go fight it.
Have you seen the movie? It's really good. You guys should watch it. Called Ender's Game.
No.
Really good.
Ender's
And it's literally about
Is that the simulation one?
yeah.
kid-
There's a simulation. Yeah.
yeah.
It's a really good book, but it talks about how mankind has been fighting an alien species, an alien species race. We don't see race here.
Okay.
A species, a species, and kids, because they're so good at learning quickly, they become commanders at like the age of 11, 12, 13, like that. And they have a simulation which they keep. I won't say anything, but it's a really good movie.
Imagine a 12-year-old kid tells you like, no, you go there. Shut the fuck up. Like,
The kid does this. He's gonna finger back me.
stop. What are we doing? Stop.
Fuck you! I put a corkscrew in this morning.
But another place that I heard that's like apparently forbidden and a lot of people disappears. There's like a pyramid in Antarctica.
Apparently, that's bullshit. There's
It's like a perfectly shaped pyramid underground.
yeah, but they think it's a tip of a mountain. It's just the rest of it is covered in ice.
Well, the other one was the Mars thing, right? This perfect square that
I
they
don't know
saw
about
on
that one.
Mars.
I saw that one, and there's also the dark side of the moon.
Yeah, that one. The only reason I know
Apparently
that
there's
one
Nazis
is
there.
from Transformers. That's the only reason I
But
know.
that's the whole idea of it.
Yeah.
It's like apparently Nazis escaped to the dark side of the moon.
They went to Argentina, bro.
They get pretty dark over there too.
Not really. Have you seen have you heard the stories where there are actually like
Oh, there's
full-on Nazi bars and shit like
there's
that?
Nazi villages still to this day there. Yeah.
Like-
Oh, behind the
The fuel will return.
he's in the moon. He promised to come back. He went to go get milk.
No, but there was a show called Finding Hitler, I think, with Tim Kennedy. You know Tim? I think I've spoken about him before. He was a
Fucking dating show. Finding Hitler.
I think he was a Ranger and a Delta Force guy. Actually, I don't know if it was Delta Force or not.
I'm so sorry, but there's a book right behind you.
Yeah,
says
that's
Tim
his
Kennedy.
book.
Oh, yeah. I was like,
Basically,
yes, I know.
He's a U.S. Special Forces guy, and he was also in the UFC. You know
I've
Tim
heard of
Kennedy,
Tim
yeah.
Kennedy,
But he had this TV show that basically they were trying to figure out if Hitler actually made it to Argentina or not. He went on a podcast and he was talking about like when they actually went to Argentina and like they would go to different these like white people villages, and he was saying that like now these are like their grandchildren and shit living there, but when you go to their house, they proudly bring up like their grandfathers like medals and like their achievements in the war and shit like it was a good thing.
Damn.
Yeah, so they're still there.
There's even I mean I've heard about that, but there was always a colony of Germans that were in Argentina to
yeah.
escape prosecution.
Yeah.
But I mean, that one in Antarctica, I've heard a lot about it, and there's people believing that the devil actually lives there, like the devil himself, the Antichrist, lives in Antarctica, and he has a throne, and
In the cold?
apparently it's like, I don't know if I discussed this before, but there's
He's always hot, so like I need cold weather.
like out of beer. But apparently Antarctica is not what it's meant to be. Like, we're only seeing the giant wall that separates what's beyond Antarctica. Again, this
Are
is
we
a
talking
theory.
like flat Earth type of
Yeah.
wall?
Like, that's the kind of shit we're going to. Like,
Wait, hold up. What do you mean?
I had a genuine discussion with someone who believes that Antarctica is not what we are allowed to see. Like, the photos we've seen and stuff has all been doctrined.
As in shit was removed, or Earth is flat type?
So
You need to be clear.
Yeah, so Earth is flat,
Earth.
and what we're being given is lies, and beyond the what we see as Antarctica, that's just a wall. Behind there is like the devil and
It's like the Jim Carrey movie, basically.
Jim Carrey movie.
Have you seen this old Jim Carrey movie that he's basically living in a
TV show?
like
Oh yeah, okay, but
Was
not like
that
that. But it's
Truman Show?
Yeah, Truman Show.
Yeah.
Truman Show. But
it's Jim Carrey, right?
Yeah, it was like, okay, one thing about Antarctica, actually, like, there's a whole nother side to it because there's facilities there and everything. Believable. The fact that the Earth is flat, that like idea of it, like, what do you really think you achieve by, okay, to these people who believe Earth is flat, and I know you're not one of them.
I hope to God.
Yeah, okay. Please confirm.
Why are you paused, bro?
I don't know. You were like,
To be honest, I was questioning it
yeah,
too.
because you were like, Earth is flat, the devil.
I gotta mention things that are, what I hear from people when I have discussions.
understand.
we
The
understand
thing
that. We
is
just
that
didn't know where you're standing with it.
the Earth being flat is like, first of all, it's been disproven in so many different ways, and also,
But they don't believe
let's say someone tells you, okay, the Earth is flat. Unfortunately, I had a discussion also recently. This person was like, oh, there's this guru that like they do this meditation that like your soul leaves your body, and when you actually do travel, you see that Earth is flat. To them, first of all, to this person, because they're older than me, I was trying to be respectful. I was like, I don't want to have this conversation because I want to remain respectful towards you. So thank you very much. I don't want to waste your time or my time. Like, that was the end of the conversation. But to someone, if they were my age and everything, then they would say that to me. I'll be like, okay, everyone is lying to do what exactly? And let's say that, what is the big?
What's the end goal?
What's the end goal? Okay, the Earth is flat. What did you achieve here? There is no way it is. And
I think what they're gonna say is like to control us and not let us be free.
to do what? Dive out of the fucking deep space? Like, you reach the end?
Like whatever is on the other side is like they want people who are in power that are. By the way, I do not believe it, just to be clear.
aliens being an underground base.
Shouldn't we do an episode where we just like go deep into how this Earth thing happened?
Flat Earth thing.
I think it's a good episode. I think it's an episode where we sit and we first know who coined it. Who's like, you know what? Earth is flat. Because again, the whole idea
That
of,
was around from before science.
yeah. But now the conspiracy of it's being hidden to us, because the idea is, you see, in ancient times they believed the Earth was flat. They also believed that the church would set people on fire because they first taught that the Earth was the center of our solar system, not the sun.
Yeah.
So a lot of scientists that actually observed that, look, actually we're in an orbit that keeps changing. So that means that we're circling something else. That was hushed up for many years. A lot of scientists, Leonardo da Vinci was one of them who had to remain quiet, only till later on that they allowed this to go on, because a lot of people started questioning it. They're like, if the seasons and stuff are changing and, these gravitational pulls and all this, why is it that the sun remains at a constant heat and a constant this? So
What year was it that they said the Earth is round?
I'm not
round? I don't know, but I mean, again, this is something
Is it pre-1000 something or like more recent?
bro, this isn't like
Galileo was the one that said that, right? That proved that the Earth was, because my question about it is that because the Persian calendar, counts the
Middle East is actually the first people
rotation of Earth around the sun. So it's based on the sun. Like the Arabic calendar is based on the moon. That's why it's so like always like no, it's a bit inaccurate because you always have to wait to do moon sighting to know when it ends, when it starts, and everything. But like the Persian calendar,
no, but the understanding.
So, according to ChatGPT, apparently it goes back to like ancient times, but the first recorded suggestion was from ancient Greek philosophers, Pythagoras, Aristotle. I don't know the rest of them. 3rd century, 4th century, 5th century, 6th century.
6th
Because it was a long time.
Okay,
back.
so 6th
century
century is 1,400 roughly years ago. That's around the same time for our calendar. So
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
So,
That's
yeah,
why I
but-
was like, how? If that does that mean that our calendar was pre them? Like
I think it was all around the same time.
Okay.
Well, I mean, a lot of these theories and stuff like that have been taken from other civilizations. So, but coming back to your point about the moon sightings and stuff, in Arab culture, it was never that we were rotating around the moon. It was just that the moon was something.
yeah.
But it wasn't the center. Like how
It was the
they thought-
cycle of the moon.
Yeah, exactly. The
But
cycle of the moon.
moon sighting thing. Can I actually ask a genuine question, right? To determine the months and everything, especially the month of Ramadan, for example, there's a moon committee that does moon sighting to determine if Ramadan is starting and when it's ending, right? It's 2025. If there's a cloud and everything, the
They
moon
know about
sighting
it. Yeah,
committee-
yeah. I mean,
How is there still a committee that has to gather around and look at the moon?
Tradition. Not tradition, but
No, but like there should be a math formula. It's like a one-line math formula. This is this and this.
Again,
happens.
I can't really answer on that because I myself don't really know, but I do. I mean, there's a lot of memes that come out and say that, you know, we spend so much on technology, we know when it's going to rain 3 months, you know, ahead of us, but I can't answer on that. I mean, it's a good
I'll
question.
Look into it myself.
You know,
Like, I
it's-
just like
it's-
always actually like now like every time I think about it, I like it's during a discussion, so like I don't want to grab my phone and look into it, and I always forget. But I'm like, do we really need to like look up the moon to like figure out my month is ending or
we
not?
probably
Like,
don't have
it's
to.
not about the month is ending. It's more about the full moon or the sighting of the new moon. That's the thing,
Yeah,
right?
I get it, but
so and again, it's not something. I mean, it's something that's been traditionally done. So we're not gonna start automating it now, you know, and be like, okay. So again, I can't answer.
You know why I'm asking that for example? Like, let's say, like, because we live here and everything, there's a specific holiday that's given, like, after the month of Ramadan finishes, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knows when the Eid is, where the celebration of it is, and when the holiday starts, because it's...
No, but historically, religions in general don't mix well with science. So you can't suddenly, after
1,400 something.
years of fucking thousands of years of the religion, suddenly be like, okay, put that aside, go based on the science.
But I'm not asking, like, I'm not proposing the idea of, like, mixing anything. I'm saying, like, instead of, like...
You are.
No,
You're
instead
saying
of...
use science instead of actually doing the sighting committee.
But
right?
it's-
That's using science
Yeah,
instead
but
of
using a
traditional way.
telescope, for example, does advance to like full on check the curvature of the
No,
moon.
but
that's
for
science.
the
No,
sign.
no,
not
but in
religion.
all honesty,
That is science. So, like,
It's not religion.
yeah, I understand, but the committee itself, if they were to do the sighting, they don't grab like those old ass, like the ones that's like a metal pole to look at the moon. They use a telescope that's
No, I get what
now
you're saying.
advanced, right?
I get
So
what you're
if
saying.
you're willing to go to that extent,
First of all, do you know that they use the telescope shit?
yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, I looked up. Why did I look up why they can't? I don't know. Whatever. I just like the question came to my head.
No, I get it. It makes sense what you're saying, but I don't think they're gonna do that.
Anyways, but we should do an episode on like the deep dive of the conspiracy of like Earth.
of the
flat Earth.
annoyed as fuck. Like,
but that's the whole
whatever,
point. I mean, look,
it's
I think
such
it'll
a
be a lot.
triggering thing
I
for
think
me.
it'll be a lot more fun if we actually find a flat earther and
I have
bring
3.
them on. All right.
My cousin is one of them, but he's not here anymore. So
Also,
he's not dead. I,
I
didn't
think
kill him.
it should be someone that we don't know well, so we can go at them the way we want to.
Yeah.
We can't really.
Yeah,
like-
but by the way, let's be respectful.
No, of
like,
course.
you know, I mean, if we bring someone here, not like to grill them and burn them or something like that.
no,
No,
there's
you
definitely gonna
always-
be not grilling, but like fighting of theories. Like, okay, if
They
they
have to be also acceptable with the fact that we have opposing.
No, but
no, it's gonna be a civilized conversation.
No, the 3 people who have actually discussed with, they've literally told me, like, can you make an episode where we discuss about this? And I haven't said to them, do you want to come on board?
Yeah.
But again, it's always good to have that. But like look, when I heard it, I was annoyed. But at the same time, you have to understand why the person thinks this is something that is so, substantial. Oh my God, it is what makes sense to them. Look, a lot of what is happening is that people don't believe the government. Yeah. They don't believe that NASA is showing what is actually happening up there. Yeah. So that is a lot of distrust that, again, maybe from something that they've dealt with is that case. But looking at many things that are going on now, the government never tells you really what's going on. Either if it's for pandemonium and stuff. And again, please, just because I'm looking at it from a perspective, I think it's ridiculous, right? But
no, I think we got to go from this point of view. We are never going to accept what they're going to say, and they're never going to accept, change our beliefs. They're never going to change their beliefs. I think it'd be interesting to approach it knowing that and accepting that, and just present what they say, we present what we say, whatever, and then try to get to the underlying issue of, okay, let's go with the assumption that the earth is flat. Where does that lead us? Where's your thinking going?
My theory about, again, I really don't want to be disrespectful here when I'm saying this, and maybe saying it here between us is better than when that person comes. My idea is that maybe for them believing that the earth is flat and everything, for them to have a theory proven right in their head, it gives them a bigger purpose than what's going
That's
on
what I'm
is
saying.
actually
Let's try
real.
to figure out that.
But
that
it's like having a conversation with an extremist religious person.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't have it.
There's no end to it, because for them there's this is it.
There won't be an end if you try to convince each other to convert. For example, I've watched a podcast between this black guy and a KKK member, and they're going back and they're trying to get to the underlying issue of it, not trying to switch each other to their teams. If you wanted to go that way, the podcast is going to go nowhere. It's going to end up in an argument. Okay. There's no amount of physics you're going to show them that they're going to accept, and there's no amount of whatever they're going to show you that it's going to convert you.
Let's no, this is a great idea. Let's do it. Let's set it up. Let's do it. Let's have that.
I think it's another, it's a really good one. I even saw a small snippet about how people, and I know maybe Bardia, you're into this because I remember you saying it before, that depression is not real.
What? I don't. I think it is.
Oh no, really? I thought maybe I had heard when we were in one discussion, we just talked about depression isn't real and you can overcome it in a second.
You can overcome it.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100% you can overcome it.
But there are people with severe depression, and they have every right to it's not by choice they're depressed. They're just the way there is something off. I
think there's a difference between we're talking clinical depression
or social media depression.
Social
media depression is.
Oh, I feel depressed.
But there's legit anyone who's exposed to anyone who's exposed to TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that says this. I have OCD. I have ADHD. I have depression. I have this. I have that. I am slightly this way. Everyone just self-diagnoses themselves as I'm this and this, but do you understand, if you don't have any of these stuff, how beautiful, in a way, you don't have, the person who says that I'm depressed when they're actually not clinically depressed, and they say it just to announce it, maybe they get some sympathy.
Sorry to cut you off. Let's first give the terminology of what clinically depressed means.
I actually don't know what the exact terminology is, but from my understanding, the way I digest it from hearing other people talk is clinical depression is an actual condition that yes,
you've seen someone and they told you that you are depressed.
You couldn't the same way that you go to a doctor and they tell you have I don't know, fucking cancer.
Oh God, damn!
You don't have dopamine and serotonin being released. There are certain
there's mechanisms in your body.
There's certain what do you call it? It's not the neurons are not firing when a pleasurable thing is happening to you, so you cannot actually feel happiness and everything like that. That is actually what being depressed is.
Okay.
But then there's momentary depressions that we all feel on different days depending on what's going on in your life.
And then there's social media depression that's my iced latte has oat milk instead of fucking almond milk. My whole day is ruined.
That's something else. You see, look, we've talked about.
Barry's very passionate about
what
this.
The fuck? I was but the thing is that I have seen that now there are a lot of people who self-victimize.
Yeah.
Right. There's I remember I was scrolling through something and a girl will make a post where I can't work a normal job because I have I'm on the spectrum. I'm this, I'm that. I have high anxiety and stuff, and I'm overstimulated. I get overstimulated very quickly. But this person changes their hair color, does all this stuff, goes to raves, goes to this, but they can't work a normal job and they can't.
That's the shit Barrett is talking about.
Yeah, that's victimization. That's victimization.
Self-diagnosis.
But anyway, we're not going to go into that. But I think that's also a very good episode.
Let's do it.
What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, we
Let's-
hope if can get a doctor.
I can get one.
Okay. How about this? Let's plan
Doctors
these.
I would want to associate with this podcast.
No,
We have to do the guideline thing of like actually saying some stuff. So
No. That aside,
for them to be okay with being on
yeah,
the
because
podcast.
I think
we have a history of a certain type of conversations that
Yeah,
no,
fair
but,
enough.
might not go well.
I think if we do get if I do get that person onto here, we do have to change some things.
No, of course.
As a doctor coming in to talk about something, we have to have certain lines we don't cross.
No, for that episode,
Well,
yeah.
also
But
we're
all I'm
lab
saying
coats.
is,
So rape. I
No,
diagnose
but
you as fucked up.
all I'm saying is, if the doctor is not familiar with our usual, like, with our history of topics, you should let them know that, like, maybe watch a couple of episodes beforehand. When you come, it's not gonna be like that. But do you want to be associated
on
with
this
such a
channel,
podcast?
basically, this channel
Yeah.
has discussed these many different
Yeah.
Look,
various topics.
I think look,
We were just talking about Chinese kid finger banging in the air.
no,
like-
but that's different. You see, look, I strongly believe that, to bring, again, we are a rough-edged podcast where we do mess around, we do say things that are, what's the word? Inappropriate and can be for sensitive people. But I do believe we do have conversations with which, we do sit down and talk about interesting things that are going on. Right?
I'm with you.
And
on
having
this.
someone who knows more, because look, in all honesty, I mean, we talk about it like a bunch of friends sitting down. And we talk about what we found interesting. But to get someone on the other side where we can have a debate, have some jokes and stuff in it, and also getting their
professional opinion.
their professional opinion on it,
Yeah.
I think is great.
I love the idea.
Yeah.
Trust me,
Unless
when
he
I
comes
hear
and
like
diagnoses all three of us a bunch
Dude,
of shit.
that would be bro. That would be amazing if he diagnoses in front of everyone. It's be like, Professor, you were,
You retarded, you retarded.
I got it.
No, I'm preparing for aliens, man.
I think it'd be like you're all on the spectrum.
Probably.
Yeah.
I
So,
can see that. Yeah.
I definitely have issues. I don't need to go to the doctor.
yeah, bro, you don't need to, bro. I could tell you, many men.
I mean, that's not an issue. Okay.
That's a 50 cents off. No, but let's do that. Let's do the flat Earth one and the doctor one. That'll be an interesting episode.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, let's do it. Just before we go, we're discuss this in the old studio episode that came out before this episode. We are gonna do a fitness challenge. We'll discuss it in details more later.
Yeah.
Let's do the next, because you're traveling. So
Yeah.
the next time the three of us are in
Are
a
we
podcast.
doing an episode without him or?
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Thank you guys for watching this episode of podcast. Hopefully you liked it. And don't forget to like and subscribe and check out our social media channels.
Thank you guys.
See you next week.